Alright, welcome to the course. So, in this series, you're going to be making a space shooter, and it's going to be just something simple. If you're in my video game design course, this is meant to introduce you to the Unity game engine. And so you'll be making a series of projects. That's going to be a first one, just something small. Should only last you about 3 or 4 weeks. If you're watching and you're not in my video game design course, then thank you for joining me, and this will just take you as long as it does to follow the videos. So this is meant to be an introductory course, so if you're already familiar with Unity, this should be relatively easy and more of a refresher for you. Otherwise, feel free to take a look at one of the other tutorials in either Godot or Unity that you'll find on my channel, Adapted Labs on YouTube. Let's see. In this course, though, what you're going to end up doing is building something simple that looks like this. So if we press start, you're going to see that the player moves around. He can fire. Right now, you probably don't hear any sound. There's little asteroids. He can have some power-ups. So in that case, that one is a double shot laser, and then when he takes damage, he reverts back to his single laser. You'll see that the score, you can keep track of the score as well, and every time the score goes up, I think in this series we set it to 50. Every 50 points, if you look at the console on the bottom, the spawn rate gets faster. You'll see here I have a power up that is just a little shield, and when I take damage, I don't lose life, but I lose the shield. There's a little small particle system we created for the trail, so we'll do that. There'll be a pause menu that we created as well, where you can resume the game or change the volume. Right now you can't hear anything, but if I turn my speaker back on, now you can hear the sound. Hopefully you can hear my voice over it, but if we go back and I press escape, then press options, you can turn the volume down. You can also turn it back up. You can go back to the main menu and you can access the options there. We'll add a quit button, but the quit button won't work just because we're in the game engine. But we'll add a little acknowledgement, player quit the game, and go from there. So let's dive in. What should we learn by the end of this video? You should be able to name the 5 main screens of the Unity developer IDE. Should be able to tell a little bit or the purpose of each one, and then you should be able to create your own folders, which will be the assignment at the end of the video. So let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to go through is the scene view. That's the center part right here. You can see I already have a little object in there for this. Yours probably won't. Yours is actually going to be ended up looking something like this instead. But the scene view is an interactive workspace. In this case, it's in 2D view. If you're making a 3D game and one of the later classes, it'll probably start out looking like this. But for you guys in video game design, it's going to be this 2D view. This is going to be where you physically navigate your environment and manipulate game objects in the world space, adjusting their position, rotation, and scale using various transform tools. Next to it, we have a tab called Game, and that's your game view. The game view is what the rendered output from your active camera is going to look like when you press the play button, as you're testing here, found here at the top of the editor. It's going to show you exactly how the game runs, complete with your set aspect ratio and resolution. For this project, we're not going to change the resolution. It should be defaulted to full HD 1920 by 1080. If for some reason it's on free aspect or a different aspect ratio, go ahead and click on this little drop down here, find full HD, there it is, and just click on it to set it back. Going back to the scene view, if we look to the left of that, we're going to see the hierarchy. The hierarchy is the panel that displays the active scene graph. So it's a comprehensive list of every single object loaded in your scene. If it's supposed to be in your level, it's in this list here. This is going to be where you establish your parent-child relationships for different objects as needed as well, and we'll get into that once we really get into building the player. Over here on the right is the inspector. So if I click on the camera, over here in my hierarchy, you're going to see the inspector fills up with some different components. Unity is a component-based engine, meaning objects do things because we attach different components to them. Components, for example, would be this transform or the camera, audio listener. You can also add components by pressing the add component button. Whoops. Let's go back to that. All right. Different components you can add. It won't be to this camera, but if we were to click it, you'll see that I already have rigid bodies showing, because in a previous video I had typed in RIG to search for rigid body, but if I close it, you can see that they're all sorted by various usages that you'll need from them. Alright, for yours, you're going to have this project panel most likely down here at the bottom by default. I don't like having mine down here, so I'm going to just real quick move mine back over here to the left. It's just visually it's more convenient for me to have it over here on the, I said left, on the right. Visually it's more convenient for me to have it over here on the right. Alright, let's see. So the project window is going to be our asset database. It's going to mirror exactly what is on your computer's hard drive as far as this project goes. It's going to be where you organize and store all your assets like sprites, audio files, scripts, and prefabs before you even bring them into the active scene. So before we go, we are going to create a folder. Let me delete this one. And what we're going to do is your scenes folder right now, it probably doesn't look like that. It probably looks more like that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to click on the word scenes. So you're going to click on it to highlight it, click on it one more time, or you can right click and choose rename. But in front of the S, I want to add an underscore because I want it to note, I want to separate it from assets that I bring in, right? So I'm also going to click on the assets folder and right click on it, hover over create, choose folder. We're going to give this new folder that appears a name, and that's going to be underscore scripts. If you don't know how to spell scripts, then it will be displayed on the screen. All right, so now we've just created a folder, we've renamed one. Okay, so you'll see there's a difference between these two folders. The scenes folder is filled, the scripts folder is not. The reason why the scripts folder isn't filled is because there's nothing in it. If we open up by double clicking on the scenes folder, you'll see that this sample scene that we're in right now is in the scenes folder, and that's why. Let's see, what else can we go over? I think that's gonna be it for this. I want you guys to create folders of your own. They'll be displayed here on the screen in front of you. You're gonna need an audio folder, an art folder, an animations folder, and a prefabs folder. And in the next video, we'll drag in our assets and start introducing you to the transform tools and also create our player. So let's look at our learning objectives and success criteria in this video. what you should have learned is about the Unity in IDE, the main panels and that you'll be using. You should be able to explain a little bit about them, and you should have been able to walk somebody through creating a folder and renaming a folder. So that's been Mr. Morris, and I will see you in the next video.